did. Good morning, everybody. How are you feeling today? I am not on TikTok because it's not working on our area today. I have no idea. So, how are you feeling today? Wow, of course, Golden Triangle Tea. And here we are. Good morning, Stacy. How are you feeling today? I couldn't get TikTok, is giving me a red screen and it says go live. I put a topic, it wouldn't take my topic, and it won't let me go live. It says, so there you go. Add a topic. I did. Anyway, I cannot take TikTok on today. I will just have to leave TikTok alone for today. So, what are you guys doing today? Hi, Nancy. How are you feeling? Good morning, Stace. Nice to see you. Good morning, cousin. How are you feeling after your surgery? I think hello, and somebody's on YouTube and TikTok is not working. Good morning, sister. Golden Triangle Tea this morning. The cup is golden everywhere, so you can imagine what happened coming down with it. So anyway, let us look at our topic for today. How charged are you? How excited are you for this topic? Tell me if you really love this topic. How are you feeling about it today? It's a beautiful topic too, though. I'm just putting this away since TikTok is not giving us anything. Good morning, Naima Bakbila. How are you? Welcome to the morning blessings. I guess you must be somewhere in India, are you? Let me know where you're coming from. I know Donis, Dominica, Ezra, Toronto, Nancy, Indiana, Nancy in Wisconsin, Stacy in Indiana. Where are you coming from today? And anyway, here we are. It is a beautiful morning, wet and wet. So those of you look at the topic. Why did she get that topic? Why did she use it for today? I didn't plan it. The 2nd of in February, February 22nd, I got that topic. And for some reason, it was way at the back. We have such heavy rains and thunder. Yeah, we had these similar things. So you guys understand what it's like. And then I am coming here talking to you and telling you, hey, we are talking about water, the healing powers of water. If you doubt that water heals, you have no idea. For life, all of life, from time we are alive, we want water. We cannot live without water. We can live without solid food, but we need water to live a little longer. So we know for sure that we need it. And there is so much of it because so many of us need it. So, but what I'm going in is deeper into why the water has healing powers. All waters have healing powers. That was all I received in my topic that morning. And yes, it does have healing powers. We can go back, look at what happens. Really, the Ganges in India flows from the Himalayan mountains. The Himalayan, hi Yuko, good morning. Thank you for being on YouTube today. The Himalayan mountain is way, well, we know all about that, right? And it's so magnificent because we get the Himalayan salt. So Himalayan salt is at the bottom of this mountain, yet it is produced there. And then the waters of the Ganges are considered healing waters. I know, like all of the rest of the world, there's a certain amount of pollution in waters everywhere. But I am just wanting to bring it to us so that we understand that I am having a hard time staying on Instagram. Just switch to YouTube. So for now, Instagram and TikTok this morning went red. Then it wouldn't let me they told me they did a topic. I have my topic in already. I tried to change it. It wouldn't let me. So I put it aside. What you can control and what you cannot control. I can control being here on time. I can control talking with you about the powers of water and the healing powers of water. We know how resilient water is. We know how fluid it is. So it's funny, I'm getting a tightness because, of course, it's not TikTok is not letting me do my thing there. But at the same time, I became as fluid as water. I set it aside. And I'm doing it on two platforms. Rather than getting in a tizzy, I chose to be fluid and just keep flowing. And that's another portion of being healing from water. They ask us, Morning, Colleen, how are you feeling today? Good morning, everyone. Did I ask you how you were feeling today? I guess I was so involved trying to get TikTok to tick and to talk. But anyway, let's enjoy these powers of water, the healing powers of water. So we talk about the Ganges, and we can talk about go further. And we can, it has been there forever, hasn't it? And we can go to the waters of the rivers of Jordan in the old days, in the time of John the Baptist, when he was back baptizing in the river Jordan. We can talk about the healing waters that people would step into and they would heal. We can talk about the healing waters in different parts of Europe that people believe that would give them. Hi, Betty. Good morning. How are you feeling today? That's going to give them healing powers. Good morning, everybody on YouTube. Loki, how are you feeling? Morning blessing from Las Vegas. Oh, my goodness. And Naomi Bila, you haven't told me where you're from. Tell us where you're from, guys. The healing powers of water. And right now, we see, we do not always understand when we have rain. Like it's been raining for, I'm sure it's more than a month of rain for a lot of us. But the healing powers of water is there. Remember, as a child, those of you from the Caribbean or from a warm place, warm country, when it rains, you would dash underneath that warm rain with your and just, let your clothes get wet because it's so torrential. And of course, Dawn is telling me at our parents' estate where she is in the mountains right now, it's a lot of rain and it's cold and damp. So it looks like Mother Nature is raining something on us. We do not know what it is she's pouring on us, but man, she's giving us something. And we can choose to get angry, or we can choose she's preparing the soil because we will have to grow more of our vegetables and fruits, our tomatoes, our celery, our parsley, our spinach, our kale in pots wherever we can, because it might be too costly to buy them in the supermarket. We might have to set traps to tell the rabbits do not come. But Mother Nature is preparing us. We don't see it as that. We do not understand it as that. We turn around and we figure, no, it's just raining. It's horrible. I'm cold. Welcome everybody all over. Where you're coming from, let us know. I can see you from DC. Dedra is in DC. So that guys, welcome. So anyway, healing powers of water came to me as a topic on the 22nd of February. And here I am bringing it out. It just happened to flip the page and here it comes today when we have rain and cold and damp everywhere. But water has always have healing properties. You saw it in ancient times. They would take you to water and use branches and leaves from the tree and crush them and make a scented bath, and some of the essence from these leaves and branches would get in the water and they would saturate it. I remember seeing people in Dominica using leaves from a tree called glory cedar, and it had a special smell, and they would use it and put in the baby's basin and crush it and use that to wash the baby down. And they believed it was, amazing, but they used the leaves in the water to give them, to add more to it. They would have customs where you go where the river meets the ocean or the sea. And it can be turbulent there, or a whirlpool in there, a little thing that can take you all the way. And they would take those that are sick and ailing with some disease of some kind. It could be a bone, something. Sometimes it's mental. And they would take them to this part of the ocean and the sea, not the ocean, where the river comes down to the sea. And you would have a mixture of salt and sweet water. And there they would have these people bath in those waters to help feel them invigorated. We know when we drink water how invigorated we feel, how amazing we feel. We know that already. So when we are in those basins of water, making sure, hello, Alison from, how are you feeling today? My niece is here. You guys are booming all over the place today. Thank you. And welcome for coming to the morning blessings. I appreciate you and I'm grateful to have you here to hear me tell you about the healing powers of water. When we drink water, we feel better. I am a person that has always been in tune with the feelings of my body, the sensations of my body. I do not call them discomfort or pain. I call them sensations. It seems nicer, even if it is inhibiting. But the thought of that caused me to realize around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, some days I would kind of feel listless. And I remember my husband saying to me, go take a nap. You must need a nap. And I am not a good napper. I'm learning to nap now because Colin, my friend, is napping. And she told me, you should take a little nap. So I take a little nap. And anyway, so then, it wasn't good because my bed is made. I don't want to go and dress the bed so I can get there and take a nap. So I didn't. But I started, something clicked and I realized, well, I haven't drunk much water today. No, I haven't drank the amount of water I need to drink today. So what I would do, I would take a couple glasses of water, 8, 10 ounces in each, and just drink them. And in 15 minutes, 10 minutes, I would feel the listlessness would go and the dull headache would go away. And then I also noticed, and that is in my 40s, I am walking and my knees would hurt if I'm walking up the stairs. And then I realized I needed water. If I hadn't had sufficient water, I needed to add water, it would go away. But as you guys know, I have Himalayan salt, a teaspoon or so in about 8 to 12 ounces of water every morning. So the opposite of that is knowing I have had sufficient water. I drank sufficient water. And I have this pain in the knee, not the headache, not the dullness, not the sleepiness, not the, feeling down and you want to rest, but a little pain in my knee. So what I would do, and that I got from a book that I have here. Um, oh boy, I don't have it right away to show you guys, but it is My Body's Many Cries for Water by Dr. Matanji from India. And at 41, I came across the book. And he said that we need to drink half of our body's weight in water every day. And it is amazing that I came across that book. I was coming from the studio. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I stopped at the supermarket that was 24 hours to get some groceries. And while waiting, because they have one cashier and the night crew or whatever, packing the shelves. So I'm standing in line waiting for her to go dilly-dally, and I look and I saw the Enquirer. So I flipped it open, and I came across this lady in America, a white woman, and she said she read that book, and she started drinking water because she said, I had so much pain in my body. So there was no Amazon, there was no click and point and click. You had to send for it. So I sent for this book that was no longer being published, but I guess that Enquirer article brought it up. And I have spoken about that book a lot to you guys. And I normally have it with me, but today it's not there. So anyway, when I did that, I got the book, I read it. And I read it again. And I came across that. So I started applying more water to myself purposely. And I noticed I didn't get that. And in the book, he said one thing. If you know that you have drank a lot of water, your regular amount, your 8 glasses, half your body's weight in ounces in water, and you still find that you are having aches, he said, put a pinch of salt in your water because you're losing sodium. So you see, a combination of two things directly from the earth helps us. I have friends that are sick with, is it kidney? Is it bladder? One of them. And they do not drink water. They will say to me, I don't like water. It doesn't taste good. Hi, Sue. How are you feeling? How is your husband doing? Stacy told me he wasn't too well. I did a prayer for him, and I'm hoping and not hoping, I'm counting on the blessings to help him survive this. Thank you for coming, especially under those challenging times with your husband. So yes, And she wouldn't drink water. She told me that water has no taste. And I don't like water. I have a cousin very close to me. Ina, I can call her name bold and proud. She will not drink water. Oh, that. Oh, that's what she would talk to me when I said, you need to drink water. And one of the things we have to remember is that water heals. A bath. Have you really realized? Okay, look at what we do. You know me. I love my luxurious baths with Epsom salt, sea salt, this and that in there, and I sit in there and I just stay in there for as much as the water is hot. I love it hot. But when you come out of a hot bath, you feel better. You just feel your body feels better. A shower and emulating the rain. Why do they have shower heads, guys, that emulate rain? Because that's where it all began. Nature cleans us. Nature. So listen to what I decided that water does for all of us. Water heals. Water cleanses. Water takes away. Water brings it back. Right? It brings good things to you. It takes away the mud, the terrible things. Without water, you're not getting those dead skins out of your body. Is it clogging your pores? So it takes that away and it replenishes your body with some amazing vitamin. Good morning, Roslyn. How are you feeling this morning? So when you take water in your system, you are healing your body. But a shower, a bath, going into places like the island I was born in, Dominica, we have hot springs, sulfur springs with water and sulfur. People go there for the healing properties of this water. They go there and they sit up in the mountain, further up the mountain from my parents' estate. There's Don calls it something else, but I knew it as a child as bagidi. There is a natural hole in the ground with water and cold, cold water. And just think, it's there. And I remember people from the village would go get the water and carry it back on their heads so that that water didn't spill. They cut branches and put on top. So when they're walking, it wasn't spilling. The leaves cause it to dance, but they needed that water. It's pure drinking water. Nobody bathes there. The purpose, as if they all knew, is to put the bucket in the hole, take the water and walk away and use it to drink, use it to wash your face. So there are so many ways we can use water. And it doesn't mean because we're in the first world nations, we cannot also take our water and do things to it. I use Himalayan salt. So I have a jar with Himalayan salt and distilled water. I have a teaspoon of it a day in water. And then I have something, the lady from Russia who helps me in my garden, she brought me stones from Russia, where she is from, Sochi, called shungite. They're black. And you can wear them sometimes, and they make them into whatever, pieces of jewelry. But she brought them and it's in the fridge, dropped in another jar. I have 1 glass or 2 glasses of that a day. It has healing things or energy giving things, but whatever it has, it adds it to water. She didn't tell me to put it in milk or in pop, right? She didn't say that. And when you look at Himalayan salt, it has 84 different types of things we need in our body. Not all of it, but some of us need it. So what are we doing? We add those things to water. And that is what makes it. We need water. We have it. And we must learn to embrace it and use it. Water helps, according to Dr. Batmanji in that book of his. You are not sick, it's called. You are thirsty. Our bodies many cries for water. That is how he wrote it. Our bodies many cries for water. We do not pay attention. You get dry eye. Oh, I'm just going to put some drops. Everything we have, we put a drop that is made in a lab with words on it a 5th grader cannot pronounce. My son is in science and he said to me, Mom, if you're going to buy something and there are ingredients in there that a fifth grader will not able to pronounce, leave it on the shelf. Mom, if you're going to buy something and your grandmother, my grandmother, not his, will not recognize, leave it on the shelf. But no, a doctor said to me the most popular eye drop is the last eye drop they would offer to a patient. But no, we are deep into it. It has to be on the shelf. And we do what comes in a lab. We use it more than what we have flowing in our tap. Oh, the water is disgusting. The water is that. Sometimes it's the sulfur. You don't need it. But it might be good for topical, it might be good for the skin. So there are many things you can use water for that will help your body. You do not only have to use it for drinking, but we need it for drinking. I am thirsty, somebody said to me, and I need a coffee. No, you don't. For every cup of coffee, according to Dr. Batmanji, that you drink, you need 2 cups of coffee to replace the water contenting of water. You need 2 cups of water to replace the 1 cup of coffee you had today. The same thing with tea. Every time, because it dehydrates you, you need to replenish your body with water. So, but I'm thirsty, I'm going to have a pop, and it's sweet, and it has chemical. Some people, they use a mouthwash. Again, where does it come from? Yet we have a natural mouthwash. Do you know that? A little bit of salt gargled in the mouth will cleanse the mouth. A little bit of cloves chewed on will cleanse the breath. You don't need to drink pop because you know what you call that other thing, the thing in the bottle that they gargle. There used to be a guy we work with, Colin knew him, and after lunch when he spoke to you was that, wow, that thing he bought in the bottle. And I'm thinking, does he drink that stuff at lunchtime? And the thing is, if we drink water, we will cleanse ourselves. Another thing we do, we take that same mouthwash. Listen carefully. And we wake up in the morning and people on TV, I heard a woman says you have this gurk in your mouth. That gurk is the bacteria that your body is waiting for so it can help you to digest your food. Yeah. It is sitting there in your mouth. You get up in the morning and you go to the bathroom, plong, plong, you spit it out. And then you wonder why you have gas, why you have indigestion, why you cannot digest your food, why you're feeling bloated after eating. Where are those bacteria and those chemicals your body is waiting for that it created last night so that you can use it today? If you take that and you get up in the morning and you drink a glass of water right away, like one time, that water goes down into your stomach and it takes the bacteria that your stomach and the intestines and all what is happening in there. I'm not a doctor, needs to give you a fulfilled life. So yes, water has healing powers. Water assists other things to heal you. Without water, we will not survive. We go into a hot bath, we feel better. We go to the sulfur springs, we feel better. We go for the turbulent where the river meets the sea and we feel better. We simulate it in North America into a jacuzzi. Why? It's not the jacuzzi, it's a thing to hold water, to make that water hit against the skin and release everything. Yeah. Our body needs water. Water has many healing powers. Internally taken, externally. Why do you put it on? Why do you feel? Because it feels great. You get into the jacuzzi and you feel wonderful. You go for a swim in a pond or in the swimming pool, you feel great. They ask us to do exercises when we go on vacation in a swimming pool on a resort. And it's really difficult because of the buoyancy of the water, trying to match into the water. We have all of that. According to what I know, or what I was taught to believe, after 5 p.m., The ocean creates a lot of iodine, which our body needs. So some people will go swimming in the early evening in the ocean to absorb that water, salt, but water. Why are we swimming in the ocean? Sometimes we have a pain, and they said, "Oh, go lie in the ocean and just let the waves hit you with the salt water, you'll feel better." And you do feel better. So, yes, we have to acknowledge the natural ways to take care of our body that exists. And water, do not be afraid. Some people say to me, "Oh, I don't bathe every day because it dries up my skin." Well, why don't you drink some of what you do not want to bathe with so you can get moisture on your skin? Drink more water and less of the other things. Alcohol is the other one. Dr. Batmanji said for every drink, you need 2 glasses of water. But you're telling me I don't shower every day. People tell me that. A friend said to me, I'm not like you. You shower every day. I don't shower every day. Fine, I don't care. But then why are you cracking in between your fingers and your hands are so dry? Maybe you should go and shower every day and drink more water because it's from inside out. What we put on top of us, except for cleansing of water, all the lotions and the potions and the thing to make our face plump, a lack of water makes our face dry. Get that? The less high you go, you're back from YouTube. You're all over. The place, the lack of water take away the elasticity in our skin. The lack of water. Drink it. Enjoy your shower. If you are in a rush and you cannot have a long shower Monday to Friday, make sure the one you're having Saturday and Sunday, you take your time and you just stand there and let it pour on you like you're under a natural waterfall. Pretend you're in the forest and the water is healing and you are there and you're letting the water pour down your head, your shoulders, your back. And you just stay in the moment of the water right there in your bath, and you see yourself in the forest under a natural waterfall and trees and rocks and beauty mentally because your eyes are closed. And they tell us to imagine. Imagine that you're standing in the forest. Maybe one day you'll get the opportunity to go somewhere on a vacation and you will be able to stand in the forest. Right? Right now, though, all you have is your shower in your house. And you're telling me you do not do it, but you want to put some cream. You know what I really like? When I talked about that stuff a few months ago, last year, some people said they had never seen the commercial. Why is it, ladies? Tell me. Why is it they tell us we women smell and we stink? Why? Why don't they just tell us, go have a shower, ladies? They're telling us, oh, we make this woman come. She looked greasy. I'll always remember that commercial. And she has something, and it's deodorant for hair, deodorant for there. Every part of a female body, they see us smelly. I do not get it yet. They cannot stand not being around us, right? What is it that they make us believe we need to put what you call it, a roll-on deodorant for armpits to everywhere else? And they tell you it will last 80 hours. Really? I would be itching so much. You'd have to call the itching police to get me to stop itching. Good morning, Amma. How are you feeling today? The healing powers of water. But nowadays, they have body deodorizers. So you do not have to bathe. Just take a roll on and roll it over here. And they're telling you in all the cracks, but they're always showing a woman, yet men smell more than us. And women are doing this commercial and people are buying this thing. The lady that was sitting on that chair, the first time I saw that commercial, she looked like she needed a shower. I'm sorry. She looked greasy. And women, they tell us we have problems. We smell. We do. Why? Yet men break their necks to chase us. So, water, all we need is water. That's all we need. The healing powers of water all over the world. Good morning, Ham. All over the world, there are healing waters. It doesn't matter where you are. The further away you go from the first world, the more water you will see. Healing waters. As I said, in Dominica, they're healing. We have healing stones. They have healing everything. The water. You go in, you're coming from the airport and you're driving and you're looking at that crystal clear river water and it's hot. But when you step into the water, it's cold. Why is it? It's created that way to take us down, to bring us into that calmness. Water cleanses, water replenishes, water heals, water takes away, and what water brings new thing. From the Ganges that they say is dirty, but the water coming from the Himalayas, it's not that. And when I was on the Ganges, it was not as dirty as I was told before I left, because they're cleaning it up. But they believed in the early days that the Ganges had healing powers. It still maybe does for some people. What we don't understand, we criticize, and we need to stop doing that. As I said, where the river meets the sea, it's amazing what happens there, and they believe there's healing. We have the sulfur springs. We have the hot water springs in Dominica. It starts really, really hot, and they gradually bring it down. So you're in different levels of heat. Why? Volcanic reasons, but why? Why do you need to drink 2 cups of water for every glass of alcohol you have? Why do you need to drink 2 cups of water per cup of coffee? Why, when your bone hurts, you add a little bit of salt to it and you feel better? When you're listless, why does somebody says go drink water? When you cannot go to the bathroom, check to see how much water you have drank today. We need to understand that water heals and water has healing properties that helps us. And that is what is important. We have to know what works for us. Stop using chemically created things in a lab with words on it a fifth grader cannot pronounce, but you're buying it anyway, and you do not know the meaning of it anyway, and you're putting it in and out of your body anyway. Come on. A little bit of water here and there will make a difference. Wash your face. Keep the water on your face. Let it naturally absorb or air dry. Have fun with that. So today, Thursday, how did you like this? If it rang a little to you and it made you feel a little better, then it's okay. There were so many people on YouTube. I didn't. Hi Loki, hi Naomi, hi Deborah, hi Yuko, hi Alison. We talk about water, and there are tons of you on Instagram that week that came and left. So tell me, what do you think? Women don't smell, we smell like beautiful. We do, but they make us believe we need to be using a roll-on deodorant everywhere that is naturally okay. The sea or ocean is natural. It is a natural healer. Yes, it is, Rosalyn. Thanks for sharing that. Um, you have that book. I have that book, and I think everybody I know has that book. My brother Eric took mine from me. Constant dripping of water can wear away the toughest rock. Yes, Dawn, it does. We have no power from last night. Oh, Stace, I feel for you. Jillian hasn't gotten power back up at the lake either. I think they said tomorrow, Friday, no, just today. No, it's Friday. I can imagine. We had such heavy rains. Dawn is saying the same thing. So guys, it has been a wonderful morning here and on YouTube. Angie is here and all of you people. So, guys, I have to leave you with this. Today, when you feel that you want to reach for a soda, a pop, make sure our power was out, but only for a minute. Great job, Angie. That's really nice. I'm glad for you. Nancy didn't have power up in the mountains either, she said. And a lot of rain, and there were tornadoes in the States. So there's a lot happening that is not normal for us. But you know what? We cannot change it, but we can change how we behave in it. And that's the only power we have as humans. So let us all make sure we do our best if what we've got, because what we've got that we can alter, that we alter in the moment, not 10 years from now, because that's just going to be another thing we cannot change. So have a wonderful day. Today at 12 for you, because I come on at 11:59. I'm answering a whole bunch of questions that I received, because on YouTube at 12 today, I will be talking about loving yourself, caring for yourself, and the questions people ask me, and it's not about me, but it's how I see different people, and what it is when you look, because you know why I told you guys, that's what brought it on, that I had um the people shoveling the snow, although I was outside, inside and the outside, something about their energy was just not jiving with me, although I was in the house. And then I changed the contract to somebody else. And that was annoying. But so because of that, they said, well, what else you see when you look at people, the rich and the famous? And they gave me some names, and I will maybe not use these people's name. They might cut my head off because they're rich and famous. And their behavior. So I'm going to be answering. I have the list of questions, and they're really just going to be on that, because as you know, the 5 pillars of prosperity, richness is finance, it's in there. Physical prosperity, it's in there. And we talked about physical today, drinking water, taking care of the body, watching the body, listening to the body, all of that, healing the body. Like Don says, it will wear away a rock, so it can wear away a disease. Um, and then, of course, there is spiritual prosperity, that you're good enough, you have qualities, you can do this, you can get up and fight this, you can get up and stand for yourself. You do not sit in hope, waiting for somebody to give you something. You can get up and walk because you planned it, you work on it, you trained your body, right? Then, of course, we have the emotional prosperity. And emotional prosperity is the one that is bent entirely on our 5 senses, because we react emotionally from what we see, we hear, we smell, we taste, and we touch. And which one of the 5 pillars is most powerful? None of them are more powerful than the other. Your baby finger helps, your middle finger helps, your thumb helps. They all have a place. We point with this one. The strongest of our fingers, they say, is this one, because we use it so often. It's always in action. But the 5 pillars are all leaning on each other. So the questions they asked was based on my attitude about energy and vibration, how you feel. So I'm going to be addressing this because it's all part of loving yourself. And on Thursdays at noon is, I call it the love channel. I will talk about sensuality. I'll talk about a hug, a kiss, a touch, how it feels. And you only miss it when you don't have it. So things like that. So anyway, so see you guys later today at noon on YouTube. And my friends on TikTok, I apologize. TikTok went rogue on me. So let me say goodbye to the people on YouTube. Guys, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Angie, I don't know who is still there. Neme, I am from Maryland and it's wet here. I'm still going to celebrate my birthday in peace and gratitude. Oh, today is my son's birthday too, Naima. That if you're still there, yeah. And you know what? He was born that year on Holy Thursday, and today is Thursday to celebrate his birthday on, the date, the same day. It's amazing. It's not often we come across that, they say. So that's nice. Enjoy your birthday, girl. It just do it. Stay in point and realize it's wow. I did this. I'm here. And enjoy that. Allison and Yuko and Allison is there, and all of you. Acknowledge Angie P and Yuko. Thank you for the birthday. Thank you. Um, and she said, thank you, Tessa. You're such an enlightening being. I'm grateful for you. Happy birthday to your son, and thank you. Happy birthday to you, my darling. Guys, thank you for honoring me with your presence here today. So goodbye on YouTube, and I'll talk to you guys later today at 12. Have fun. Looking forward to all of you. Bye. Love you. Hi.